Welcome to Sunshine Stories. We'll be reading the book called Police Officer by Ando Twin and Lucy M. George. Police Officer. Luis is a police officer. He wears a crisp uniform with a belt to carry his equipment, a hat, and a badge. It is Officer Luis's job to protect people in the community. Officer Luis has an early shift today. He arrives at the police station right on time. The sergeant is briefing the team for the day. "Good morning, Sergeant," calls Officer Luis. "Hello, Luis," says the sergeant. Then he gives everyone a job for the day. Some officers go out on horseback to patrol the streets. Some go to a crime scene. But Officer Luis and Officer Thea are going to the local festival. They go to their police car and check to make sure everything is working. Wee-oo, wee-oo. Officer Thea tests the special flashing lights and the siren that makes a loud noise. Officer Thea drives through the busy streets on the way to the festival. Officer Luis keeps an eye on the traffic to make sure everyone is driving safely. The festival is busy. People are out in the sun eating, playing games, and enjoying themselves. Officer Luis and Officer Thea patrol the grounds. They give a family directions, help someone whose car is stuck in the mud, and ask a stall worker to keep the path clear. Suddenly, Officer Luis feels a tug on his arm. It is a little boy. "I've lost my mom and dad," the boy cries. "Oh dear," says Officer Luis. "What's your name?" "Alex," whispers the little boy. "Don't worry, Alex, we'll find them," says Officer Luis. Officer Luis asks Alex where he saw his parents last and what they look like. Then Officer Luis has an idea. "Do you have their phone number?" he asks. Alex looks in his bag. "Here," he says. "Dad wrote it down in case of an emergency." "Smart Dad," says Officer Luis. He tries calling, but there is no signal. "We'll never find them," Alex says. He starts to cry. He wants his mom and dad. "Don't worry, Alex. Let's try the meeting point," says Officer Thea. "We will find them." As they get close, Alex thinks he can see his parents. "Mom! Dad!" Alex cries, breaking into a run. "There you are," says Alex's dad. "He came and asked for our help," explains Officer Luis. "Well done, Alex," says his mom. "Thank you for helping me," Alex says. "No problem, just doing our job," says Officer Luis. "Enjoy the festival," says Officer Thea. Officer Luis and Officer Thea decide to get ice cream. "It's your turn to buy them," says Officer Thea with a grin. "Fair enough," says Officer Luis, "but I get to drive home." What else does Officer Luis do? He directs traffic. He helps investigate crime scenes. He teaches children at school about safety. He arrests criminals. And what does Officer Luis need to do his job? He needs a hat, his uniform, his handcuffs, sturdy shoes, his radio, and a notebook. Other busy people. Here are some of the other busy people police officers work with. Police sergeants run the police station, managing the police officers and coordinating teams on investigations. Forensic scientists examine evidence from crime scenes, including photographs, fingerprints, and samples. Police dog handlers use highly trained dogs to help them find evidence at a crime scene. And family liaison officers work with families affected by a crime or an accident. The officer supports the family and tells them what is happening. We hope you enjoyed our book today, friends. Please join us next time.